What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, I'm going to be going over talking about King of the Court in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. What's going on with boosting, with people playing on other accounts, with Carlo getting super upset about the situation, all of that. And I'm going to be doing my best to take an approach and keep even keeled. Now, I'm going to apologize in advance. If I make anybody mad, offend anybody, that is not my goal. It's not my goal, okay? I don't hate anybody in the community. I have no issues with anybody. I'm just speaking on my side of things, what I see, and again, how this is going to affect everything moving forward. Now, you guys can see here, King of the Court, this past week, it says Primetime KG won. However, Primetime KG, to put things lightly, got banned, and Carlo got the King of the Court VC. Okay, that's what happened this last week. Now, in weeks past, I think it was week 23, 24, Ebans and Crab were close in King of the Court, like neck and neck, right? And Ebans has a guy in his chat that basically, I'm gonna not put it lightly, basically boosts for him. Basically, they match. He lets Ebans beat him by a ton. And that's not why Ebans is winning, but I'm saying that happens, okay? A guy in Ebans chat matches Ebans, basically boosts his points for him. That guy matched Crab, okay? The guy competing with Ebans, basically towards the end of the qualifier, basically kind of quit right as the 4 o'clock Central Time happened, struck, and basically didn't allow Crab to get another game. So Crab could have gotten a bunch of points extra, and because of that, didn't allow Crab to get any points. And then Ebans, who his chatty was in, ended up getting the points. Now, all of that being said, okay, that's what's happened in the past. This past week, Primetime KG has probably the best account on Xbox, okay? So supposedly KG played the first 3 hours of, King of the Court. Crab played the first couple hours on his own account. Crab got a couple bad matchups. I don't even know what else happened. And in the last hour, Crab took over KG's account and secured them the win. Now, Carlo saw this because KG streamed this, didn't delete VOD. So Carlo saw this, posted this to 2K, and so Carlo ended up winning this past week. Although, King still says KG won. Now, again, I'm gonna be breaking this down in the most, try to keep it even keeled. There's a lot going on here. There's a ton going on here, okay? Because if you're going to allow people to boost for other people to prevent Crab from winning King of the Court in the past, then, are there any regulations that should be taken here in this situation? I don't know, right? And a lot of people have brought up the account grinding situation, right? So in the past at least, I don't know if they're going to prevent or ban people for grinding accounts. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I probably won't promote it, whatever. But people grind people's accounts, whether it's Triple Threat Park, whether it's win streaks. Carlo grinds people's accounts. So what's the difference? And I'm just asking Carlo. This is a point that I'd bring up. This is my counter argument to just try to be even keeled. Do I think KG and Crab did the right thing? No. Okay, I think that should be a bannable offense. Do I think Ebans having a guy in his stream boost for him should be a bannable thing? I don't know. Because where is the fine line you draw? Okay? Because let's say somebody, and earlier this year, somebody matched Splash in his last game, stole Splash out, so Splash didn't win. So again, there's a lot going on here in King of the Court. And the main thing that I want to get across to you guys is, it's less about the person-to-person thing than the horrible structure that this has. King of the Court structure is horrible. It's bad. Now, the point I want to make is, what's the difference between Crab grinding KG's King of the Court and Carlo grinding Zach LaVine for somebody? I'm just asking. Because when Carlo's winning games on those accounts that he's grinding for, he's preventing other people from getting that Galaxy up with Zach LaVine. And I'm fine with account grinding. Again, I promote it because, again, whether let's say that if Carlo really wanted to, Carlo would just be playing on his own account, knocking people out of triple threat. So I don't think that should be a bannable thing, but I don't think this should either. If they're going to allow grinding triple threat park, they should allow grinding this. That's my approach to it, right? If they're going to allow boosting, If they're going to allow people to grind King of the Court, or not King of the Court, allow people to grind Showdown, allow people to grind Triple Threat Park, what's the difference here? Like, that's my approach to it, okay? Now, again, I think that this is way more of a systematic problem than anything else. KG and Carlo played last night on Next Gen. Meanwhile, Carlo, and I don't have a problem with it because it's not against the rules or anything. Carlo plays King of the Court on Current Gen, okay? I want to defend Carlo because they played, I do believe, on Next Gen. I believe. I'm not sure. I didn't watch wager. I believe they wagered last night on Next Gen, and I do believe KG beat Carlo by like 40. So, again, KG probably would have won King of the Court if he would have continued playing it himself. I don't know the specifics on it. That's just my guess. But to say that there is not a problem with King of the Court is putting it lightly. There's a big time problem with King of the Court. And I think there's a big time problem with the structure of it, right? King of the Court should not just be who can get more wins in 4 hours, you know? Like, that's a horrible structure. It really is. And again, I'm not hating on any name that I've mentioned, but I just want you guys to bring up the fact, or I want to bring up the fact that it's a problem. Boosting in King of the Court is a problem. People playing on others' accounts is a problem. And to be honest with you, I don't think KG is the only one that's played on that has others played on his account in King of the Court. I don't think that he's the only one. I think that this has been going on since week 1. Now again, that's my personal opinion. Okay, you guys don't have to agree with me. That's my personal opinion. KG just got caught because they streamed it and they were not quiet about it. Like, they were basically, very outgoing about it. Now, KG got banned for 2 weeks. Crab got banned for 2 weeks. But I'm just trying to figure out what is 2K's fine line here. And I'm trying to figure it out for myself, too. Because, again, if I'm going to promote, an account grind, I got to make sure that you guys aren't getting banned for it. And so, again, I would kind of tread lightly with everything I'm talking about right now. Right? Just because, again, if you're going to allow people to grind Showdown or even allow me to do gameplays on others' accounts. I haven't done it a ton this year because I'm scared, right? I'm scared. If you really want to get into it, let's get into it. Why is it fair for other YouTubers to do gameplays on other accounts and I'm treading water trying to make sure I don't get banned here? I'm just trying to figure it out, guys. I'm just trying to figure it out. Because realistically, that's the truth. Like, you've got to walk this fine line. And until it affects somebody, it's not that big of a deal. Since it affected Carlo, he made a big deal about it, got it his VC. But again, what's the fine line here? Because if you're going to allow people to grind and account share other places, then why in King of the Court is it a big deal? It's not like it affected any money. You got VC for it. Okay, cool. Right? Cool, you got VC. That's not that big of a deal. If this is for money, it's a completely different thing. But again, what is that fine line? That's what I would, that's what I want. That's what I'm trying to figure out here. What is the fine line? Right? Because if Crab would be fine grinding KG's 20 or 120 Showdown wins, why is he not fine to grind King of the Court? I'm just trying to figure it out. And so, yes, King of the Court right now is gritty on Xbox. A lot of people say, Ty, load up on your no money spent and do it yourself. I might have to one of these weeks because I'm tired of the fishiness that's going on Xbox. PlayStation, we don't have any issues. For the most part, outside of maybe like a couple of weeks, we don't have any issues, right? Outside of Splash getting stalled the 1 week, PlayStation has been way less gritty. Xbox, week in, week out, we got boosting. We've got people playing on other accounts. We've got all of this going on. And people wonder, Ty, why does 2K not have 250 back? It's because of bad publicity, honestly. And I do think that this King of the Court system needs revamped, right? It needs complete revamped. And but again, it's not just a 2K problem. If you go over to Madden or college football, people grind Gauntlet. You go over to MLB The Show, people grind, their 12-0 system. This is a every game problem. And I'm just trying to figure out what is the fine line. I get it if it's a tournament for, $200,000. I am all for that. But I'm just trying to figure out why is King of the Court what we're banning and not other game modes? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And again, is boosting okay and account sharing's not okay? Like, again, I'm just trying to figure it out. And if that's the case, okay, what happens if I'm matching? Okay, let's just throw an example out here. Okay, I matched Splash in our last game. and I don't have a chance to win and Splash has a chance to win. Am I just supposed to quit and he doesn't get another game? Am I supposed to play it out? Am I supposed to let him win? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What's the fine line here? What's the fine line? What's cheating? What's not cheating? What's okay to ban accounts for? What's not okay to ban accounts for? That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm trying to walk the fine line. End of the day, what KG and Crab did this weekend is not cool. It's not okay. Okay? At the end of the day, boosting in past weeks, it's not cool. It's not. It should not be okay. But if that's not okay, neither is account grinding, right? Like, at the end of the day, that's where I'm at. So I don't know, right? How do you walk the fine line? How do you differentiate between it? But the one thing I will say is, even though it's not cool, it's not okay. Like I've mentioned, like if it's not, like if it's not KG, then I guess maybe it's different because like, Crab took over KG's account after Crab didn't win, so Crab would have been done anyways. I guess that might be different. I don't know, man. There's just so much going on here, and it needs to be talked about, but it's just such a tough fine line to walk. So, I mean, do I fault 2K for banning KG and Crab? No, but at the end of the day, they've got to find that fine line, right? If you're going to let people grind other accounts and other modes, that's fine. But, like, then in King of the Court, is that okay? Is it just not okay to account share and have two people grinding it during the same 4 hours? Like, is that what we're doing? Or have people basically not able to play twice in those 4 hours? Is that what we're doing? I don't know. But you guys can maybe say I'm the problem because when the week challenges were out and you could get basically a skull, I did it on my no money spent and my main account. So maybe I'm the problem for playing twice in King of the Court on two different accounts. Not that I was actually like trying to win King of the Court, but I wanted skulls on both accounts. So I don't know, right? Like, I don't know. And I feel like kind of like maybe bad, but it's like, again, when I've talked to even when I've talked to some of the 2K people, they've told me that, yeah, they're not really banning like for playing or, doing gameplays on other accounts. I've still been skeptical of it because the last thing I want to do is get banned or take the risk of doing it. But again, from like a YouTuber's perspective, that's a big deal, right? If somebody posed 100 overall LeBron James that's coming out this weekend, wink, I don't know, and they, do the gameplay instead of me, that's like hundreds of dollars worth, like that's how, if that gameplay does, it gets a lot of views, like, it's just, you gotta walk the fine line. So I don't know. I don't have the answers. I wish 2K would directly tell us the answers. Technically, like, account sharing, I think is bannable, right? And so, if they're gonna ban people for it, then I think we need to do it, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I get Carlos' point, I get KG's counterpoint of Carlo was grinding people with Zach LaVine's this weekend. Why is that okay and this not okay? I get both sides. I get both points. I don't know. You guys be the judge, because I don't know. I don't have the answers. I didn't go to law school for a reason. All right, so y'all can be the judge. I just wanted to bring this to your attention. Tell you guys that King of the Court is super gritty right now. If you're on Xbox, woo boy, be careful. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.